What's up, people? This is me, Malik, here with the one and only Najib. We're going to cover up some interesting topics today. And the first topic, Najib, to you.
Yeah, so the first topic today for the day is actually, Malik, you have to cover this up. The Tesla putting 1.5 billion in Bitcoin.
Yeah. $1.5 billion of investment, basically converting the reserve cash to Bitcoin. That means that they just ditched the US dollar and then they went for Bitcoin. And that can speak volumes of where this company wants to go. Now, one of the biggest companies in the world is doing that. So obviously there are rumors that the biggest would do. That is Apple, and rumors are everywhere that Apple will be the next one shifting towards Bitcoin with the closed ecosystems and closed payment channels that people are expecting Apple to jump in right away. What do you think? What do you think will happen? Will Apple actually come into this space, or is decentralization not their thing?
I mean, like both of us, we've been into decentralization since like super long, right? So we of course love decentralization, but it's amazing when these big companies start coming into decentralization. Because like when we started off, we were thinking we used to see news like Bitcoin is fake. JP Morgan told Bitcoin is fraud. Don't put your money into this thing. And like after 4 years since when we started, now people are like now big people like Elon Musk and all, they are taking their companies into Bitcoin. That is absolutely amazing for sure. But
Do you think Apple will do it though?
if it does, it'll be absolutely crazy, right?
No,
Like,
not if it does. What do you think? Do you think it does? It will.
I mean, if we see Apple, they always try to do something different. So I'm not sure if they'll come right away, but I'm skeptical. I don't think like Apple will take that step. Tesla, we can understand Elon Musk, cool, but I think
I
Apple, no.
think, you know what? I think Samsung will take that step because they
Samsung
already started
can. Samsung can.
creating. Yeah. They started creating smartphones in 2018 that have a built-in wallet. So I think they will, double down on that.
Samsung is
They
pretty
haven't.
big. Samsung is pretty big, and I think Samsung can do it because they can afford to do it. But I don't know if Apple wants to put itself in that uh, limelight, that we are into Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I don't know if they're ready for that yet.
Yeah. So yeah, that is Tesla. Let's see
That
what
is Tesla
happens.
changing
Hopefully,
markets and
literally pumping
uh,
20% in one day. Yeah.
literally for me 20%. I mean, that day was exciting when we got the news. It was like freaking exciting that Elon Musk coming after Doge, coming after BTC. That's amazing. I Let's move on to our next topic. Starlink. So what do you have in the
Oh,
back for us about
Starlink.
Starlink?
So what happened is, okay, so Starlink is also a subsidiary of SpaceX, which is also owned by Elon Musk. So what they recently, or rather just 2 3 days ago, did was they kept the entire Starlink product for sale after a very
Oh,
long period of waiting. So these are just basically dishes that can connect to internet through satellites directly to your home. And apparently, these dishes are very high tech. They have all these mini antennas built in, and they're controlled all digitally, and they can track satellites that are already moving into space. So
is that the
it's really
visualization that I'm sharing right now about?
No, that is the visualization of how many satellites right now we have. So there's a
Understood.
big concern. So for this to work, for Starlink to work, there needs to be around more than 10,000 satellites in the space, and not just
True.
space, in the lower orbit.
True.
And lower orbit is filled with other satellites already.
Yeah.
So they already launched 10,000. They're aiming for 20,000, I think, and they are expecting to go above 30,000 to have a complete global coverage. So
30,000.
anyone,
What is their time frame for this?
they're expecting it in next 5 years, and yeah, anybody throughout the world can connect to internet, and the speed 150 megabits per second. That is almost equivalent to most of landline, not landline, broadband connections, with low latency.
I think I
You'll
can
get
see some Starlinks over here in this
really.
visualization. I think so. Look at these. These must be
Oh yeah,
Starlinks, right?
Yeah. Those are Starlinks. Yes.
Right? These
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
it's amazing to see. But let us tell our viewers that this is not to scale, of course. These satellites are very, very, very small.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Doesn't it look amazing? It's above the North Pole right
Click on one
now.
of them. Let's see what happens.
Let me see. Oh wow. Feels like I'm playing some game. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so it's pretty cool.
you can visit this website, guys, and you can check it out for yourself. How the Starlinks look like, where they are. This is this like real time or is this like recorded?
Yeah, it's real time. It's real time.
It's real time. That's
Yeah,
pretty
if
awesome.
you click on debris, right, just click on debris on the options left, on the top left, you will see all the
Whoa.
cosmic dust that has been accumulating in the orbit. And
Absolutely
okay, just
insane.
imagine you have so many
Absolutely insane.
satellites, like one can bump onto the other, and it can like create this effect of each one of them bumping into each other. So I don't know. It's kind of
But I think
scary,
they
but
must have done
pretty
some
cool.
risk management, right? Like
Of course.
they must have
Yeah.
been, they must be flowing like following each other like at a very safe distance. So like if even one goes down off the grid, it's like one node dropping off, right? So maybe one will just like crash into the ocean or whatever. They must have probably created these so small that they just burn in the atmosphere. They don't even reach Earth. That's my hope. That's what they must have done.
They're very small
Hopefully.
satellites. They only weigh 250 kilos apparently.
Yeah. So they should probably burn in like atmosphere as soon as they come down. My one big concern with Starlink was that when you do your astronomy and when you're like looking through telescopes,
Huh.
do these
Yeah.
things come up in the data of like
Yes, they do.
they
But
do, right?
the thing
Because they're like
is,
so big and I heard they're like very bright.
they purposely made it flat. So if it's at a certain angle, when you look through the telescope, you only see one line. Rest of the field of view is still available. So they purposely did that, which is also a pretty cool fact. So
Interesting.
yeah,
By the way,
this
in
costs.
the meantime, we were talking. The Starlinks reached South Pole. If this is real time, wow, that's fast. When we started our talk, it was on the North Pole, and now I see them on the South. I guess if I'm right, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, these
Anyways,
cost $600 right now, and you have to pay $100 per month for the internet, which is, I mean, with par of
I mean,
the
it's
standard
good for
prices.
the places that don't have internet, right? Like zero internet, and this is like your only solution. Probably not for the mainstream countries like US, India. India has the cheapest internet, so I doubt if these will be useful to India. But the remote places definitely this can be useful. I'll have to catch up
Yes.
on the
Yeah, I
technology.
hope I get my hands on this.
You
So
will.
next,
So, moving on next towards some non serious, non technical topics, we have, I watch a lot of anime, right? So, there is this anime called Mobile Suit Gundam, okay? So, this
what is this, man?
series,
I
so
have no
this,
idea.
yeah, so this series released in 1979, okay? It's an anime series about big robots fighting other big robots, right? And humans like sit in like the brain of this robot, like Pacific Rim sort of. Do you know Pacific Rim?
I didn't watch the movie, but yeah,
Okay,
I know.
so it's
Mega Sexilla.
basically Mega Accelerate. So what Japan did before COVID, they started making this robot man for like an amusement park, for the Gundam amusement park, right? And it's fully functional, right? So this is like the main character, main Gundam, you can say. I don't remember the name or the model of this, but now it's like fully functional, not fully functional, but functional to some extent. So it's moving. It's 25 tons, by the way.
Oh my god.
It's moving and it's bending. I'm just gonna speed this video up. It's
Wait, that's not animation.
this is not animation. This is a real life, real size Gundam robot.
Can you expand it to theater mode?
Let me do this. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Let
that's
me
amazing.
just, yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Insanity.
I don't.
Insanity. Like you watch anime, and if you're like an anime lover like me, and you start seeing these things, this is exciting. So one of the reasons to make this, there are of course reasons to make this, right? So one of the reasons that the Yokohama group, those are the people, Yokohama factory, Yokohama group, who own the rights to Gundam, and they made this for like to create an amusement park. It's like an attraction. It's like a tourist attraction. So what do you think about people going to such extents for like amusement?
I would do it, man. I would pay.
You would
If I
pay.
can ride that thing, I would pay anything to ride that thing.
I don't know if they have like ride abilities or anything. It's just like I think it's like a showpiece, but like an absolutely insane kind of showpiece.
This is pretty cool, man. This is pretty
Uh,
cool.
that is pretty cool. That's what I wanted to show about the Gundam robot. And moving on, we have next on that list of topics India workforce. What do you have for us for India
Yeah. So
workforce?
India right now is considering a 4-day work week, but with longer shifts. So this has been in debate for a very long time. You just work for 4 days, the rest 3 days are weekends, and in those 4 days you work for longer hours, probably 10 or 12 hours. And yeah, this I think this is a good idea because you will have these chunks of sections throughout the week that you can completely focus on. You don't have to always divide in between. So I think having a flow state of mind is better than just always keeping a balance. So I think working 4 hours continuously will make you more productive, and having fun for 3 days continuously will also make you more productive.
I think
That's
something
what I
like
think.
this, yeah, I agree with you on that. But I think something like this has already been done in some of the Japanese companies. I'm not sure if you know about it.
Microsoft has actually tried this out, and they actually
Microsoft in
proved
Japan,
that.
or
Mhm.
like Microsoft in general.
Yeah. Microsoft in Japan, Japanese office headquarters. So they
Okay.
proved that they were more productive. But I don't know what metrics they took. Who knows? But they said productivity jumped by 40%.
Jump by
What are the
40%
metrics?
over
What
what?
does
Yeah.
productivity mean by him?
Mean to them,
I don't know.
yeah. What does it
Yeah.
mean to them? Like getting more code out, getting more products out, deadlines getting lowered by 40%, or like what
But
does it
I
mean
think
for them?
personally, it'll be amazing.
Do
I
you
would love
think
it.
we can actually go through the change in India, like in reality? Because they're like, in India, it's not like one entity you have to convince to like change this thing. Like even if you convince the central, the state, and everybody, the companies in the state, they'll be like, no, it's absolutely stupid. Like even
In
with
India,
research.
they anyhow work 10 to 12 hours every day. So I don't see how this would affect. I think this will decrease in India,
So who
decrease the
came up with this
productivity in India.
exactly? India workforce. Like who is proposing it right now? Who is
The
like
Indian government will soon allow companies. So basically, they're
soon
allowing
allow?
companies to do that. It's not like
Interesting.
they're proposing you to do it. It's you are
Indian
allowed to
companies,
do
like you said,
something.
they already make you work for like 12 hours every day. Why would they want to give you holidays?
Yeah, exactly.
I think except for
So
the big companies who give you like 2 day holiday, many give you still like I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Like a single day holiday, right? Is like 2 day
mhm.
holiday like a norm for all corporate in India?
It is, but many don't follow it. They always have concessions. I
Interesting.
used to go for an entire year every Saturday. So yeah, although it's there, you would doubt if they say they actually comply. Yeah, so that is
Super
for
interesting.
from me.
That is super interesting. So next I have like one more super interesting news to show you. You must have not known this, or you might know this. I'm not sure. So let's show our audience. So have you seen this image spark up in your like?
Oh, I've seen memes, but I've not seen the actual image.
So I've gone to
I've seen
like
I've seen
I've
memes, but I've not seen the actual news. Oh my god.
I've gone to like 9gag and every place, right? And I've like started seeing these pop up. Some of my friends sent me this, and they told me that this is like the Solar Pro Parker Pro picture, right? Which is absolutely false. That's what I wanted to do with this
Oh,
video. This is absolutely
oh,
false. Yeah. So this
oh.
picture is actually taken by a
An
telescope
orange?
on Earth. It's not an orange. It's the sun. It's the sun. So a dude by the so first of all, like let's get the facts right, because this says the closest image of the sun captured by the Parker Solar Probe from 6 million kilometers away, right? and the closest Parker Solar Probe has ever been by NASA, according to NASA, is 8.4 million miles.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that claim is false. And plus, we have the guy who tweeted this picture. He took this picture from his own telescope. He goes by the name of Bray Falls. He is an aerospace engineer and astrophotographer,
How do you
right?
know this guy?
I am fascinated by astronomy, and I don't follow this dude.
Ah,
But when this
yeah,
picture came
makes
up to
sense.
me, something doesn't sound right, because first of all, I know that the Parker Solar Probe is not out there to take pictures like these. It's not. It doesn't have the capability at all. Okay, so it's out there to take something. It's fitted with these sensors. It's out there to capture
Mm.
these waves, right? It's not out there to take HD pictures of the sun. So that's where my
Mm-hmm.
doubt started, and I started digging, and then I definitely found out it's fake, because as soon as I heard 6 million, I was like, that's wrong, because the closest approach on the seventh orbit of Parker's Solar Probe was 7 million. Sorry, 8.4 million, and this is the closest.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's where it started. And I don't think you can
Oh,
even
so it
take a
was fake.
picture of the sun like that. It was fake. It was like absolutely fake.
But
That's like
I
what
fell
I
for
was.
it because I didn't dig in.
Many people fell for it. The surprising part is many people, many space websites like who report like space news and all, they reported it as like legit news, right? And absolutely not true. You can see his rig. There's like the telescope he uses, and you can read about this. It's absolutely fake. So that's like what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to like clear that air out, because I'm like a big fan of like
Space
astronomy and
junkie.
yeah, space junkie basically. And I don't want like fake news spreading around everywhere, right? And
Mm.
coming in like fake news, pranks, one everything. There's one more thing: the monolith. You know about the monolith. We all know about the monolith, and the monoliths have been appearing everywhere. And this is a new monolith that has appeared in Turkey recently. I think it was like 3 or 4 days ago. I'm not sure. Okay, February 8, 2021. This was posted, but uh, yeah, there's a new monolith in Turkey apparently, and the army is surrounded by it, and they are taking care of the situation, and they have like taken the monolith out of Turkey right now. And I was looking at like how many places this thing has come up, right? So this is like the list of places the monolith has appeared. It's absolutely
Honestly,
insane.
what do you think? What do you think it is?
I think it started off like as a big prank, and then it's just getting bigger and bigger, and like more people are taking part into it. Like look at this.
Oh,
Germany, they're like how many sites in Germany? In Hungary, one. Italy, 5. Netherlands, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is
no,
insane.
okay. So you're telling this is done by different groups of people all across the world, not just one group
I
of people
I
or
think so.
a
I think there is
company
some
for a marketing
legitimacy.
campaign.
Yeah, like what are you marketing? What? There's no. There's
I don't know.
nothing.
They might just
There's
come
not.
2 years later and
There's nothing on the
claim that they
monolith.
were
There's
responsible.
nothing except wait, on this thing you have some writing, but most of the monoliths are like just like metallic pyramids of some
This has to
length.
be a joke. This has to be a joke.
Some of them are joke,
I
but
don't.
the one that appeared in Utah, that's like absolutely insane, because this is a government. What do we say? Like government facility. The land is owned by the government from where the Utah monolith appeared, right? And this looks pristine. This looks original. This looks like good work, good prank work. That's what I'm telling it. What do you think? It's aliens?
No, I don't think it's aliens. It's just some big company with a lot of influence trying to uh, prop up the audience for some big revelation,
Of a
which
pyramid? Like, so you're telling
they
this
don't
is
have to
gonna.
do any marketing at all. This is like the
Oh,
perfect marketing
so
material.
they like just come. Like, you're telling like they'll come like in some months or years, and maybe they'll just like put out one YouTube video or something. Look, this is how we did it,
Yeah,
and
behind the scenes, yeah,
behind the scenes
and
of
50
doing all
million
of this.
views.
That is awesome, actually. If someone is doing, don't you think they would have come out by now if they want to take up, or they're like they want to see like how big it's gonna get. I think they're waiting for to see like how big it's
I
gonna
think
get.
no, right now people stopped caring. To be honest, people stopped caring.
The New York Times still cares.
Yeah, but people stopped caring. Like the hype is not there.
So probably
Initially, it
anytime
was
soon.
everywhere
Probably anytime
on
soon.
Twitter, on Instagram, but people have stopped caring, I think.
If this is a
Uh,
marketing stunt, then it's one of the
they're
greatest,
failing.
right? Yeah.
No, now they're failing.
Now they're failing. Yeah, it's like they don't know when to stop. When the hype was there, they should have come out, but now they are just like, if it's not a marketing stunt, let's consider. If it's not a marketing stunt, then what?
It
Then what
has to
is it?
be. It has to be. I don't see any other reality where it's not a marketing stunt. It has to be. There are no stupid
Well,
aliens.
well, the pyramids do
There's no
exist,
government planning
The
it.
the pyramids do exist, Malik.
Pyramids were made by people
Not
who
proven.
owned other people.
Not still not proven. The mystery of the pyramids is that's for another video. I'll talk about it with you on another video about that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's all for from me today, and from your side as well. Those are the six hard, not so hard topics that we want to teach each other for this video. What are your thoughts? Did you learn something? Did you know about the Gundam
Yeah,
robot?
no, I didn't know about the Gundam. I had no idea. Nice name, the Gundam.
Gundam.
Yeah,
Probably I'm
Gundam.
pronouncing it wrong. It might be like
And I didn't
Gundam.
know about solar probe thing. That
It's
also was
fake.
a really stunner.
It's fake.
So yeah, nice.
Exciting stuff
Let's
going on.
let's do this tomorrow too.
Let's do this tomorrow. Let's see what news we get for each other tomorrow, every day. I think that's all from me for our audience. Do you want to say some parting words?
All right. Stay tuned. We'll be doing this every day. Bye bye.